Hai, aku Audi Kirana, and this is the song story of Shell of a Man. I got the idea for Shell. I think I was depressed or something. I don't know what happened. But I was like thinking, I think I was just really in my head about like how much I have to do and to like be in like the career I am now, like having to be confident and to not have so much pride as to like not promote myself gitu-gitu. And I thought to myself kayak I think younger me is so much more better suited for this than I am. Jadinya dari situ I started writing about Shell. So yeah. It took karena every time I go out itu a verse every time I go out usually. So I think for this it was there's verse, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, and then chorus. So like 6 I think. Tapi the second bridge, it came to me literally kayak mendadak when I was about to go to my like first workshop with Daniel. So yeah, 6 when I had to go out. I was just randomly kayak asal-asal kayak nyanyiin how the song would go. So I already had like a verse, and then I was trying to figure out the chorus, and then for some reason like Shell of a Man sounded right, so that's why it's called Shell of a Man. Shell of a Man itu kayak there's like something missing gitu. So Shell of a Man is like you're a man tapi di dalamnya ada kayak sesuatu yang nggak ada gitu. So it's like in this case it would be like the characteristics or like the childhood personalities or anything that you used to have that's now gone. So you're just walking around with like a piece of yourself missing gitu. Okay, there she goes running deep beneath a walled up memory. Itu kayak, cause if you watch that one podcast with me and my mom in her podcast, every time she brought up like a childhood memory of mine, I would be like, I don't remember. That's what I mean by like there she goes running deep beneath a walled up memory, because it's either like, because it means like I completely like blocked off majority of my childhood and like blocked off and lost like a part of me that was her. So it's like somewhere deep beneath my mind gitu. It's so far back that I don't know how to get it back. And then all I know isn't half of what she thought when she was me. So it, on one hand, it's also the way like how I think now is so much different than how I used to think. Like a couple years ago, maybe a few years more, or like literally when I was younger, because obviously. And I've done things that I thought that I would never do, like things that I was so set against, but I did them. And there are just some life choices that I never thought that I would make gitu. Where did you go? What did I pay for? Honestly, that line was is literally just like asking where did you go? What did I pay for? Like how did I let this part of me go? Because like there's such a huge difference between who I was then and who I am now. Like you've never met a more socially inept person than me. And I used to be so like extroverted. I used to literally make friends basically everywhere I went. Somehow, I don't know what happened. Now I'm just friendless. And I blame my friends, not me. What did I pay for is like, because it's most likely how I lost that part of myself was because, you know, as you get older, you tend to like, you obviously change, you know. And it's like when I got older, I decided to be more, you know, introverted, to be more reserved, and to be less, you know, out there gitu. So that's what I paid for. And now I want it back. So I don't know how to pay for it again. Is this the price of everything and anything that you were waiting? Because when you're a kid, you always want to grow up so fast. You always look, especially if you have like an older sister or like, you know, teenagers around you when you're just like a little kid, you always want to like grow up so fast so you can hang out with them or be as cool as them, gitu. And you know, when you actually get to this age, it sucks. It sucks so much. You want to go back. That's what happens. Yeah, that's what that line means. For all the time and the look in your eyes, to go back to the beauty and the innocence and all that's left is. For all the time. Yeah, it's like, it's basically how you see the world, because you used to see the world in such a like innocent and fun way. And now the world looks a little bit depressing. The world looks a little bit depressing in my eyes. And it's also like, if you, sometimes you've been through so much that you could like literally see it in people's eyes. So once you had this look, this like, your eyes used to be so pure, so happy. And then now your eyes are like worn down. And I'm not just talking about like eye bags. I mean like, you're tired all the time. And to go back to the beauty and the innocence is basically to just go back to that time where you were so happy and everything was easy and all things like that. What was next? No shame. What? Wherever she would walk, behold, freely. Girl, this is what I mean, but I used to be so confident. I used to do gymnastics, so I used to basically corporal everywhere. Everywhere I went, I was either doing a handstand or a bridge or a cartwheel. I had no shame whatsoever. I would dance literally anywhere I want to. I swear, I think my mom has like a video of me dancing in a supermarket because Miley Cyrus was on the speakers, so obviously I had to. But like, it's just the absolute shamelessness of her. It's like she owned the world. That's what I meant by that. Although I stand, what I would give to keep the part of you in me. That's basically like the whole point of the story. It's like, I'm here, but I would give anything to have those like characteristics that I used to have, you know, the confidence and the extrovert and the being able to, you know, just like do anything. No thoughts, head empty, no anxiety. If you could take away my anxiety and give me back the confidence I had when I was like 5, please. Yeah, for all the what once were to get a second chance. She held the world in the palm of her hands. I'm saying like she had like, she did just have the talent, not the, you know, practice or the, what's the word? The practice or the, what's the word? Experience of, you know, being able to sing. But she could sing, you know, she could just sing. But she also had the confidence, I keep saying confidence and like all those things that I constantly keep saying. And she could literally rule the whole world with that, you know, with just like, because everything she set out, she does. She does. And you know, one of my friends used to say that I used to have like, when she was describing me for like this Instagram story game or something, she said like, what's one thing that you would describe me or something like that? And she said, I have never seen a person like more sure of themselves. Yeah, that little girl could rule the world, in all honesty. So she had the world in the palm of her hands. And for all the what once were to get a second chance, it's like all I have now are just memories of who I were. And, you know, I want a second chance. I want to go back to who I was, to remind myself to keep that part of me and not lose it along the way. Regardless of what I would continue to go through. Thank you. And then the next line, for everything is yours, but this is all I ask. It's all yours. All of this. All this whole thing that I'm doing right now. This is a dream that I had since I was like 4. This is always what I wanted to do. My whole life has basically led up to this. I've set my life for this. So this is all, it isn't mine. I think I've said this before, but it's like, this dream, I thought this when I first, started trying or like thinking about writing or just about to write Shell of a Man. I thought like, this is her dream and I am just trying to achieve it for her. Not for me, but for her, because this was her dream. This was, little 4-year-old me's dream. The girl that would like draw little pictures of her on stage in like a dress that was made out of tape. Don't ask why it was tape. I was trying to be creative. It's 3D. And yeah, this is all, basically all of this is for her. And I'm just trying to make it come true for her. And all I ask is, basically all I've been asking for is just for you to, come back and actually be a part of this with me, And then we go to the second bridge. What am I supposed to do? Am I only half of you? Is basically another way to say that I'm a shell of a man. Like, there's a part of me missing. It's half of me. This is basically half of my life that I was like this, and it's just gone, You're helpless, obviously, because like now you're here and you need that part, and it's just gone. It's gone. Somebody find it. I'll pay you. Am I only half of you? Haunted by the ghost of you. I'm holding on. Haunted by the ghost of you. It's like, again, all I have is the memories. All I have is people telling me how I used to be, or me remembering how I used to be. It's always just memories and like all of that. That's all I have, just the ghost of you. I'm just holding on for dear life, man. I'm holding on. I'm holding on, trying to get a grip, trying to not continue to fall in the spiral that I'm currently in. Everything was yours to have. Can't you get a second chance? Okay, I'm basically repeating everything. Everything I say, I'm repeating, just in different phrases. Everything is yours to have. Can't you get a second chance? Is, again, it's the same thing with, like, this was all hers. Bring her back. Can't you get a second chance? God, if only you could hear is all I ask. I'm asking. I'm literally asking. God, hello, please. I'm asking, I'm praying, I'm helpless. And yeah, that's basically it for the breakdown of the verses for Shell of a Man. I love the second bridge. I love that it came out of me so like naturally, like all the words were already there. Like I was just singing randomly because I was just getting ready. I was in the toilet. I was getting ready. And I just started I started singing Shell of what I had of it then. And then I was saying the bridge and I was like, I wasn't sure if I liked the first bridge. So I tried to like make up the whole second bridge and it came out so fluently, so naturally. Like it was already written. That's why I love it so much. And it's also like so much like raw emotion. I love it. The value that I want from this is that I have the same thing that I always ask for from my listeners, is to just know that if you've ever felt this way, you're not alone. But specifically for like a value that I want to come out from this song is that I think at some point you have to like understand that you have to re-navigate life with what you have now and try to get like sliver of what you used to have, because it was gone for a reason. And although it may have been like out of your control, you could, push yourself again to get it again. And as nice as the past was, as nice as it was, we can't go back no matter how much we want to. So I think it's just something that we have to like learn to enjoy right now. This song is my favorite one that I've ever written. And this song, for it to be like a favorite for me to like actually sometimes sing it like out of nowhere, I've never done that with any one of my songs. And for me to actually like enjoy singing it, it really shows like how much I've grown as a songwriter, and like how much I actually like have the chance to actually bear to listen to my own music. But this song has also been like the bane of my existence, because this song is like, it's my peak. It's my peak, and I say that, but every song I've written after, I'm never satisfied, because this is the standard. Shell of a Man is my standard, and I can't go past it. It's not easy, but you know what? I'm glad that I have a standard. I'm glad that this is what I need to not live up to, but to overtake. But that's gonna be so hard for me, so we'll see. So yeah, that is the song story of Shell of a Man. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to stream Shell of a Man on all streaming because it's out on all streaming platforms. And I hope you enjoyed as much as I do. Bye!